Welcome everyone. Today we are going to learn how to read a OPG or how to interpret the OPG and their landmark. This is my radiology series. We will learn how to learn the radiology in interpretation. OPG. Today we are going to see what are the bony landmark of OPG, what are the advantage and disadvantage of OPG, and what are the indications or OPG. Let us start. Indications of OPG mostly over evolution of dentition and all the teeth, their caries, their examination of pathology, TMJ joints, pathology, fractures, impacted tooth, dentomaxillofacial trauma, and any developmental bony disturbances or facial asymmetry. For this purpose, we mostly advise OPG to the patients. But there are some advantages and disadvantages of OPG. In advantages, it is a very helpful in single image, in which we are going to see all the head and neck pathology, tooth problems, and all kind of abnormality in bony factor. But there are few disadvantages because of so much of anatomical landmark. There are always a overlapping of the landmark. Let us learn a anatomical landmark. These are the basic or prominent anatomical landmark which we mostly see: the maxillary sinuses, nasal antrum, the tooth parts, mandibular canal, internal oblique ridge, a genial tubercle on anterior side, a zygomatic arches, a condylar region, a submandibular fossa, a pathology inside the tooth also we can able to see. These are the bony landmark for the mandible. Please closely watch the slides. There are many factors we can observe on the mandible, right from the condylar head, sigmoid notch, coronoid processes, external oblique ridges, impacted tooth, mandibular canal, posterior border of ramus, genial tubercle, lower border of mandible, from the hyoid bone, mental ridges, etc. These are the important landmark on maxilla. We can able to see the anterior wall of maxillary sinuses, posterior wall of maxillary sinuses, glenoid fossa, hard palate, floor of the orbits, medial part of maxillary tuberosity, frontal process of zygoma, etc. These are the other structure which are we will learn in detail in next my radiology radiological series. Let us see what are the some OPG for the in our clinical diagnosis. Mostly we advise the patient OPG for the wisdom tooth of assessment. The assessment of difficulty level based on the Pale and Gregory and their index value we can able to find on OPG. These two images showing a mesioangular and distoangular wisdom tooth, the both having a difficulty index of 4 and 7. So we can conclude the difficulty of the wisdom tooth. This is the another OPG of impacted wisdom tooth, in which 1/8, 3/8 and 4/8 are impacted. The 3/8 is very close to the inferior alveolar nerve canal bundle and it is horizontally placed. 4/8 wisdom tooth is a mesioangular and 1/8 is a maxillary distoangular wisdom tooth, we can say. The most commonly we advise a patient to find out the angulation and difficulty of the wisdom tooth. In this OPG, there is a periapical pathology we can see in lower part of mandible. The radiolucency seen in the third quadrant. It is mostly a radicular cyst. It is a classical radiographical picture showing the radiolucency surrounded by a radio opaque thick bone and involved in the pathologic tooth. Also, we advise a patient in trauma cases. In this OPG, we are able to see a mandibular fracture at midline symphysis mandible fracture. Also, on the left side, we are able to see a low level a subcondylar fracture. The subcondylar fracture in this case is having a multiple bone pieces. On the other side also there is a thin bone fracture we can able to see. On this OPG, this is a classical sign of soap and bubble appearance on the right side of the mandible, which is indication of the ameloblastoma, very aggressive ameloblastoma. In this case, mostly resection of mandible will require with the enucleation and resection procedure, followed by the reconstruction of the mandible. In this OPG, we are going to there is a odontoma present on the fourth quadrant. Also, impacted wisdom tooth is also present. It is a very huge odontoma, mostly a compound odontoma. There are two teeth are also impacted. In centrally there is a impacted canine is there, and two molars are impacted in a fourth quadrant of this OPG. This is another OPG of ameloblastoma, which is almost involving a inferior border of mandible, a classical presentation of ameloblastoma with a soap bubble appearance, but it may be a unicystic or mural kind of ameloblastoma. Many time this is a asymptomatic pathology, but on the OPG for the other dental problem we can able to diagnose the ameloblastoma. On this OPG we can able to see this is a one more pathology on the fourth quadrant. This is a mostly a fibroosseous lesion, a central pathology which indicate which involve a radio opacity inside the radiolucency. This is a classical case of chronic periodontitis. On the both sides of mandible there are a bone loss present. And there is many infectious part is there. Now this is a OPG is very helpful in finding and identification of the chronic periodontitis cases. On this OPG, there are bilateral subcondylar fracture is present. The OPG we always advise in all the trauma cases, so we can able to find out the fracture is on mandible or fracture is on maxilla. On mandible, there is always a fracture present if there is an impact on mandible on the condylar region. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe Oral Surgery and Beyond my YouTube channel. In next part 2 video, we are going to see the advanced uses of OPG. Thank you.